Hi, my name is Teti. Today we're going to be not introducing, but I'm going to be showing you the anatomy of the sheep brain. Right here we have the frontal lobe, here the parietal lobe, and then here the temporal lobe, and then on the back side the occipital lobe. Basically, the frontal lobe the frontal lobe basically is responsible for cognition. The parietal lobe, which is on this side, regulates memory of objects and their uses. The temporal lobe, which is on this side, is responsible for auditory processing and responsible for auditory processing and language execution. And the occipital lobe, which is back here, processes visual information from the eyes. In between here, which separates the right hemisphere and left hemisphere, is what we call the longitudinal fixture. Going on from there, we have the cerebrum. The cerebrum is the largest part of the brain, which helps in reading, remembering things, and also judgment. Going on from there, we have what is known as the sulcus. It's basically a groove on the cerebrum. As you can see these lines, so you're able to identify what the sulcus is. From there, we have in between those lines what is known as the gyrus, which is a ridge or fold between the two clefts of the cerebral surface on the brain. On the back side of this here, we have what is known as the cerebellum. The cerebellum coordinates movement and balance. And then also on the back side, hold on, let me put this together here. On the back side, we have what is known here as the trigeminal nerve, and then on this side, what is known as the abducens nerve right here. Opening up the sheep brain, we have what is known as the olfactory bulb. The olfactory bulb basically helps with the sense of smell. Into the olfactory bulb, we have next what is known as the hypothalamus. The hypothalamus basically connects the nervous system to the endocrine system via the pituitary gland. Going on from there, we have what is known as the optic chiasm. The optic chiasm is the part of the brain where the optic nerve partially cross. The optic chiasm is located at the bottom of the brain immediately below the hypothalamus. So this is the hypothalamus here, over here, and then this is the optic chiasm here. Moving forward from there, we have what is known as the corpus callosum. The corpus callosum connects both hemispheres of the brain to exchange information between the hemispheres. Going on from there, we have what is known as the thalamus. The thalamus is right here. It's basically the part of the brain that solves the sensory relay center. Going on from the thalamus, we have what is known as the pituitary gland. The pituitary gland is this area right over here. The pituitary gland basically promotes growth and development and the functioning of the other endocrine glands, and it's also known as the hypophysis. Going on from there, we have what is known as the pons. The pons is this area right here. The pons connects the cerebellum to the nervous system. Going on from there, we have what is known as the medulla oblongata. The medulla oblongata, which is on this area here, helps maintain blood pressure and heart rate to make sure that they're normal. Going on from there, we have what is known as the arbor vitae, which is this white area here, which provides necessary sensory information to the brain, as you can see here. Going on from there, we have what is known as, what is this word called? Going on from there, we have what is known as the pineal body. The pineal body is this little white pea-sized thing that you see here, which is known for secreting a hormone-like substance in some mammals, as you can see here. Going on from there, we have what is known as the chloroplexus. The chloroplexus is this area here. It's a network of capillaries located in the roof of the ventricles that contribute to the production of cerebrospinal fluid. Going on from there, we have what is known as the midbrain, which would be this area around here. The midbrain is the part of the brain between the pons and the diaphysephon. The diaphysephon is this area right here between the thalamus between the thalamus and the hypothalamus. This is where the diaphysephon area is located. Going on from there, we have what is known as gray matter. Gray matter is area of the brain and spinal cord containing cell bodies and dendrites and things of that nature. Going on from there, we have what is known as the cerebral aqueduct, which would be this whole area going from there to there. The cerebral aqueduct is basically what is connecting the third and fourth ventricles containing the cerebrospinal fluid. This right here is the fourth ventricle, and this right here is the third ventricle. And going down these channels is basically what will be known as the cerebral aqueduct. And this concludes my video about what the sheep anatomy is.